Hi, I'm Tanya, and welcome to part 3 of our 5-part series of how to teach English online. In today's video, we're going to talk about teaching online using a platform like Italki. Now, there are several other platforms. However, I've only used Italki, and I only like to recommend things that I've had experience with. Although I would venture to guess the other platforms, probably similar experience. In fact, if you teach on a different platform that's similar to Italki, let me know below. I'm always looking for new ideas. Okay, so first of all, why use a platform instead of doing it on your own? So in the previous video, we talked about using Skype and kind of being in charge of your own business or your own lessons. So using a platform like Italki, they don't provide content and they don't provide really anything in terms of the teaching side. So that's something important to consider. Think about it like renting a stall in a market. So you're positioning yourself in a place on a website where people are already looking for teachers. They're looking to pay for online lessons. So it's smart positioning. In addition to that, they facilitate booking and payment, which can be really good. So you can do it on your own, like in the previous video. You can use Skype, you can use PayPal. The good thing about Italki is they do take PayPal and they take credit cards. Because it's a third party, it kind of facilitates the payment side. You don't have to tell the student, hey, I need the money. Where is it? We can't have our class. They do it for you. They have to pay first, and then they're allowed to book. Also, you just set your hours on your calendar, which is set in your time zone. And any of you who have had experience with international students, you know, time zones and time changes can be a pain in the butt. So for me, the percentage that Italki keeps is worth this alone because I don't have to worry about, okay, you live in Rome, I live in New Orleans, there's a time change next week, but I think that if I set my hour open at 7, it's good for you at da-da-da. That to me was a lot of headache and just a lot of logistics. Remember, you only get paid for what you teach, but that also includes any of the coordination. So I found that not having to worry about booking, not having to worry about the calendar or time changes, and just having like a little bit like, oh, what would you like for this lesson? It really enhances the value of my rate. Okay, so the other cool thing is that you get to see what other teachers are doing as well. So you can look at other platforms, or not other platforms, other profiles, and see how other teachers, describe their services. You can do that anyway. You can look at their videos. Now, something you need to be mindful of is Italki doesn't promote you. And from what I understand, the other platforms don't either. So you're just rented the stall. You didn't pay for marketing. So marketing and finding clients is still all you. So for this, I'd recommend if you have a base of people that you know, great. If you don't, I really highly recommend social media. So some of you who are not into social media or are not very tech savvy, you might think, oh my God, I don't know. Pick one. Pick one platform that you like and start posting your content. I recommend videos. Now, if you're camera shy, well, this whole business is about being on camera, right? Like you're on camera teaching. So don't worry about a lot of things. The main thing is provide quality content. At the end of the day, it's not about how you look. It really is about your explanations. If you don't know where to start, then I would recommend the lessons that you've had before. If you're an experienced educator, just think about the top 5 questions people ask you about learning English. Record yourself, stick it up on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, wherever you want, and use that as your promotional material. Okay, so the benefit of Italki or using a platform like that is that you put yourself in an area where people can find you. Now, something you need to be mindful of is you're still in charge of your content. You're still in charge of your own marketing. The other thing, they recently started promoting their own platform so you can chat and do video. Personally, I still just use Skype. So the difference between doing Skype and on your own and using Italki becomes, are you willing to let go of a little percentage for the positioning of being on a website on a good platform and having the platform be in charge of facilitating payment and facilitating bookings. So to me, that's the biggest difference. I had the opportunity to have students on my own, but I felt, okay, the moment those students don't need me any longer, I don't have, because the other thing is every class, the student leaves a rating. And it does look good the more classes you've taught. You're comparing to teachers who have taught like 50 classes, 1,000 classes. and that is perceived as a more experienced teacher. That doesn't mean that they have a better background. It just means that they have more classes, and that does help your ranking. So that's something to consider. So what I ended up doing before I switched was I taught a few classes from personal requests that I had. I took the little bit of percentage pay cut in order to make sure I was building a base. So if you're thinking, okay, I have a job right now, I know I want to start teaching English online, don't quit your job yet. Give yourself time to maybe get a couple of students on the weekends or at night and start building up your online reputation, building up your experience. Then when you feel like you have enough clients or you have enough base and you want to fully transition, great. If you're just using it for supplemental income, this is awesome as well. So let me know in the comments section if you have any questions about putting yourself on a platform like Italki and using that as the basis of your business. Now, when I say business, I don't mean you have to have an LLC, or at least in the US. I mean your online teaching brand, because it does turn into that. You don't have to use social media. You don't have to be an official brand, but why not? You know, you are worth it. You're probably an amazing teacher, and start thinking about how you can brand yourself. And the reason that's important is because the expectations of online teaching are a little different. It really helps for someone to go on my YouTube channel and watch me teach some things, see if they like my accent, see if they like my teaching method and my energy before they book. So it's no longer about, oh, they should trust me and just book me. They're paying good money. So you want to make sure that you have, I like to think of it as a portfolio. So if it's intimidating to you to think about upkeeping social media, I would say if you had to pick anything, start a YouTube channel, record yourself, do batch filming, record yourself, do maybe like 5 mini lessons, put them online and just leave them there. You don't have to keep creating. But if that's like your goal, you want to just do the bare minimum, do that and think about it as a portfolio of work where someone can go and find you and see how you teach and then make sure that you're the right fit for them. Okay, I'm really excited for you. This really changed my life. Because I was able to teach online, I was able to teach all over the world. So I travel full time and I teach. All I need is my lovely laptop and good internet connection. So if you're doing this to travel as well, let me know in the comment section. And if not, tell me why. Why are you considering teaching online? Is it supplemental income, to be with your family more? Is it just to try something new? And if you have any questions or future videos that you'd like me to do for you, let me know. I'm here for you. And remember to check out my podcast if you're so inclined for more tips and tools for teaching online. All right, see you in the next video.